All right, let's break down an argument that a recent State of the Union was a political earthquake.
So the source opens with this really dramatic claim, arguing the speech radically shifted the entire political landscape.
And the main evidence for this earthquake? Well, it all starts with some pretty interesting polling data.
First, it points to a Marist poll before the speech. Only 37% felt the country was on the right track.
But then, check out this CNN poll after the speech. Suddenly, 64% thought policies were headed the right way.
And here's the key part. The source frames this as a massive 27-point swing, a huge jump.
Now, the source does admit this isn't a perfect comparison. Two different polls, different methods. To back this up, they also throw in a CBS poll. It found 75% of viewers actually approved of the speech.
So, how did the speech pull this off? Well, the commentary points to a very specific strategy, the 80-20 trap.
The core of this is the 80-20 issue. It's basically any position that has overwhelming public support. They give a few examples, right, like voter ID, which they claim has this insane 90% support. Okay, so here's the trap. The speaker brings up these super popular ideas, and it creates this live TV standoff. And this is the payoff. It forces this very visual, very public contrast for everyone watching at home. To prove it worked, the source plays a clip of a swing voter from CNN basically saying, yeah, he's got a point.
They even quote a Democratic strategist, Doug Schoen, who reportedly called it a virtuosa performance.
Okay, so all of this fits into a bigger idea. The source calls it civilizational populism.
The argument is that the speech framed things in these huge civilizational terms, not just partisan squabbles.
And you see this framework applied to all sorts of issues: the border, the economy, even foreign policy.
The whole point was to create a really stark choice, framing the opposition as, America last.
So the commentary's big takeaway is this: the speech was a masterclass in politically reframing the entire debate.
Which really makes you wonder, right? What does this all say about the role of pure performance in today's politics?